Gunmen are not killing children. Your school system is. The modern American school system has only been in existence for roughly a century, a brief blip of time in the history of man. That system has evolved into a concrete block prison factory designed to manufacture cogs that will one day supply the machinery of a broken society based in fear. Children come into this world free from the limiting beliefs necessary to ensure conformity. They are tuned to their true nature and the limitless potential of the human mind. They are curious and free. They use their imaginations vividly as they seek to unearth their unique reason for being. To understand themselves, they must understand their environment. They ask questions. They yearn to know how this reality works. They have come forth to know themselves. This is their reason for being. Your school system is designed to scrub away all sense of uniqueness in favor of conformity. When we say your school system, we are emphasizing the fact that each and every one of you unwittingly support what you know to be a system of mass incarceration and conditioning. You know this to be true because each of you has experienced this yourselves. You have adopted most of your own limiting beliefs within this system of forced conformity. Your school system, the one you've experienced as a child and now support as an adult, is responsible for the mass indoctrination of your nation's children. It is all based in fear. The authentic nature of every child is easily observable prior to entering this system. That nature is systematically erased as they are churned through a factory that seeks to eliminate authenticity, creativity, and original thought. Their inner wisdom is supplanted by the authority of the state, as represented by teachers, administrators, and parents themselves. A child may no longer receive the inner guidance of their own wisdom. They must concede that authority to people outside of them who purport to know better. The death of the child comes not from the lone outside gunman, but from within the system itself. A physical death is nothing compared to the death of the human spirit. The authentic self faces a death by 1,000 tiny cuts. With each passing day, month, and year within the system, the true nature of the child is replaced by the numb, spiritless, and wholly inauthentic persona chosen by the state to fit within the mechanism of society. Each child enters physical reality with a set of intentions: to expand in joy, to express love and acceptance, to live in abundance and freedom, and to use their unique talents and attributes to create their own reality, all in service of discovering who they truly are. They come in with full connection to their inner guidance, and they are self-sovereign. They are fully authentic and delightfully unique. But due to the fears established within society and supported by those who have lost their own authenticity and sovereignty, they are forced to strip away all that makes them unique. Your school system, the one you fully support with your silence, is responsible in large part for the limiting beliefs that your children will adopt early on. That which makes them unique is replaced with beliefs that cause them to exist in a state of fear. It's the same state that you live in right now. It's the fear of being authentic, trusting your own inner wisdom and acting on inspiration that would lead to change. Although you are inspired to change the system, you do not say or do anything out of the fear of rejection, ridicule, or failure. Learning is natural for children. Children learn through experience and desire. Words don't teach. Experience teaches. Experience creates expansion, and desires are birthed as a result. Without the desire, children cannot learn anything. Natural curiosity is based in the desire to discover that which is new and interesting on a lifelong journey of self-discovery. These natural desires have been replaced in many children by the desire to receive acceptance from others. They will learn what is necessary in order to receive praise from the system and all its participants, including you. This type of learning is based in the fear of rejection. Children are taught at a young age that they will receive love only if they are good, and if they are bad, they will be cut off from the love they yearn for. They learn rejection and shame as an experience. But good and bad is confusing in the eyes of the child. They must be taught to know good from bad and to act accordingly, based on the subjective views of a society in fear. Your definitions of good and bad make no sense to those that know their true self. To the authentic self, these definitions are simply limiting. If you teach a child that one behavior is good and right, while another behavior is bad or wrong, they will learn through the experience of fear. They will gravitate to that which is considered right and fear that which is considered wrong. This creates limiting beliefs and further promotes fear. They accept that which is cast in fear as the truth, when in fact, it is always an illusion. This gives rise to the fearful state of existence in which you live. Due to this early programming, you accept at face value everything you consider to be right and wrong without further investigation. Fear is simply limiting. It limits your choices, decisions, and actions. How will one ever come to know themselves in an environment of fear? Those who reject the ideology of fear are outliers. They are the true thinkers. They are the innovators, inventors, and artists. They breathe life into a numb populace. They are the examples. If you are reading this now and understanding this from the higher perspective, you have chosen to come in as the examples of those who chart a new direction and a new approach to life. You do not accept the system as it stands, for you are aware of the dilemma faced by those in fear. You see the contradictions. You are inspired to travel a new path of equality and truth. You do not accept what is, but seek that which is new. You have taken the focus of attention off of your own needs, desires, preferences, and ideals, and you place your attention squarely on the inner wisdom bubbling forth from within. It flows like an infinite fountain of knowledge, free from the limitations imposed by fear. If you believe there is a problem to be fixed, you are trapped within the fear consciousness of the victim. No new answer is available to you. All you receive are urges to change or control the conditions. If you can understand that events such as these rise up to awaken the masses to the true nature of the issue, the conditioning of the masses, you will have access to the cure to this disease, rather than ineffective solutions that only serve to mitigate the symptoms. You will be inspired to new ideas, techniques, and technologies that will revolutionize the educational system itself. You are in the early stages of a radical transformation of the education system. Old ideologies of fear and control will be replaced with love and self-sovereignty. The child is not one to be molded within an institution based on mass conditioning and fear. The child is to be seen as a magnificent and unique being of pure love and potential. You will design structures that enable the individual to flourish based on their unique journey of self-discovery. You will cast aside your own fears, needs, desires, and preferences in deference to the spiritual and physical well-being of all children, not just your own. The effectiveness of this radical new system will become self-evident and it will evolve. It will start slowly and then achieve critical mass. When this happens, the cure will be realized and the symptoms will disappear, for they are no longer required to wake up the unconscious. Until the masses are awakened, the symptoms will continue. With our love, we are Joshua.